Hey guys, welcome back to Crypto Pumps. I'm just going to talk a bit about the KII. I was there for the KII get together. Um, Not yesterday, the day before, and then yesterday was the actual enterprise event. So anyway, when I was at the evening event, the get together, it was in Ballsbridge in Dublin, a very posh part of the city, and it was a very swanky place this was on. But anyway, I got my Caspa KII t-shirt, and I got a few of these key rings. So this one obviously mine, I'm keeping this, but I got an extra large one and I got some key rings. So I might do a bit of a giveaway. Let me know if you're interested in the comments. We'll sort out something and then I can post them out to whoever wins. But um yeah, so we get into a bit of this here. So this was the Dublin get together the day before yesterday.
Some people don't want to be docs, do they? Yeah, well, nobody knows.
So I'll make this camera a bit smaller now. So that was, I got there in the evening. There was nobody there that I knew. Well, I knew them, but I didn't know them to talk to. So I messaged Chris, and Chris got there anyway. So I was talking to Chris and Tom. I was talking to Mick Ogeno for a bit. Yoshi from Kaspa Japan. I got to meet Shoy. Michael Sutton was there, but I didn't get to talk to him. And I got to talk to Luke as well for a while. So you can see here. So sure, this is me and my best buddy Shoy. So I got talking to him. He's been to Ireland a few times. I didn't know that, and he's planning on going a bit of a road trip with Luke after the event yesterday. But today it was lashing rain all day, so I feel sorry for him. It was a bad day for it. It's me and Shoy again. So I just took a picture of this. So you have Shoy here. This lad, there's three Irish guys turned up because of me. They got into Casper from watching the YouTube channel, so I was chuffed with that. I wasn't expecting that. This is Marius, he's from Caspay. This is Claudio, he's from Caspay. They're both from Italy. There's Wolfie, there's Michael Sutton. That's yeah. There's a Rue Barbarian, Chad. This is Ori Newman. He's one of the Casper devs. He flew over from Israel for it. And there's Luke, obviously the Australian ambassador, sound fella. And this is Yoshi from Kaspa Japan. I was talking to him for a good bit. And then the rest is kind of slides. I'll start at the top. Now, I'm probably not the best person. I'll explain to you what I understand because some of it was over my head. I didn't understand all of it. I'd probably have to be in the energy sector to understand a lot of what was going on, but it was interesting. I'll give you the bits that I did understand. One of the things that wasn't on the slides, he spoke about it before they kind of got started, was, for example, like Mongolia is the best horizontal ionizing, has the best horizontal ionizing radiation, so it's the best place to put solar panels. But they're so far out in the middle of nowhere, there's no way to connect it to the grid. It's so expensive to get the power cables out there and to connect it back to the main grid. So what they want to do is they want to build these solar panels and they want to get Caspa miners, use the solar energy to power the miners and secure the network. That's what they're going to do for that. And then I was thinking, sure, how are they going to get the connection, the internet connection? So they can run a fiber cable out to it, which is like way cheaper than running power cables, or they connect it to Starlink, one of the satellites, something like that. That's what he was saying. So that's one thing they want to do for Casper. That was the first thing. Now this, when I was at the evening get together, afterwards, the last of the people that were left, we went downstairs to this other part of the bar. It was very nice, and the lad from Fusion was there upstairs actually. I can't remember his name. I'm after forgetting. I have to talk to him. But he went out for a smoke and he came back in and everybody was gone because everybody had gone downstairs. So we thought everybody had gone home. So he missed out. But we all went downstairs anyway, and there was Shoy, there was uh, Chris, and there was Tom, the two brothers. Mick O'Gannon was downstairs, and Rory O'Neill. And Rory and Shoy were talking about olive oil and trying to get Chris to guess what they can do with olive oil. Because if they can do it with olive oil, they can do it with anything else. They can do it. There's so much they can use Casper for. So this is one of the examples. They decided to start on this, and it's called olive chain. So basically, in Italy, there's a pile of ancient olive trees. There's big business. It's a $1 billion business, And it's very centralized, it's very corrupt, and it's to do with the mafia and all this kind of stuff. So they want to use Caspa. They want to build a decentralized marketplace. They want to tokenize the olive trees. Um, um, so basically that means that you or me will be able to own part of an olive tree. You'll be able to own a whole olive tree, or you'll be able to own part of an olive grove, and you can get a revenue from that. You can yield a revenue, so you can get money out of that. Um, and basically you can sell your olive tree. You can do whatever. It tells you. You'll know where it gets pressed, where the olives get pressed, and then when it gets in the bottle and it gets to the user at the end of the line, to be a QR code on the bottle, they can scan that and it'll show them the whole history of the where the olive came from and all that kind of stuff. So it looks like investment access for 100,000 individuals, sustainability 10 million annually, 25% over, and it'll help the farmers as well because I think it lowers. It's something to do with the gets the farmers more carbon credits or something like that. So I read that somewhere else. So that was really interesting. That's what that is. And if they can do it with olive oil, they can do it with like tokenizing real world assets, a lot of other stuff. So that's the first thing they're going to do anyway. So Warp Core, that was one of the slides they came up with. Translates Caspa transactions, compliance requirements, compliance layer, traditional compliance layer. So Warp Core is more secure, faster, cross-border payment with full compliance, ensuring Caspa to compete on a global scale. Want it to be full ISO compliant and transforming financial operations. Stablecoins moved by fiat-backed stablecoins, more transactions than Visa and MasterCard put together. So that's what they want. So basically to transact over Caspa because it's so fast, cheap and decentralized. Caspay, this is Claudio from Caspay. The two lads, third party company, they want to build on Caspay, so they got their time up on the to explain what they were about. So they have different types. This kind of is a point of sale system that you'd see in the shop, and they want to build a miner in the middle of it as well. And they wanted to accept Caspa, and at the same time, the shop owner will benefit from low transaction fees, like we know about Caspa, and they will be able to mine some, get some block rewards. I know they're going to be small, but with the transactions on KRC20, and hopefully, if all this kicks off, the transactions will be a lot higher, and they'll get a bit more from that. Caspay Smart App, he went through there. The KII Academy, so basically KII are starting their academy for budding geniuses that want to build on Caspa. I think you can apply to them and they'll check your project out and they can fund you if they see merit in it. So that was another thing there for that. ZET-EX Zero Emission Trading Exchange. I didn't follow this one now too much. Green hydrogen and e-fuels, pioneering the future of clean energy. There was a lot of stuff about carbon credits going on there yesterday, transferring and stuff like that. I found out, I was talking to Siam Kid, it was interesting. He told me that the two greenest companies in the world are oil refineries, which aren't. They're polluting the world, but because they can go and buy they can buy carbon credits. They bought so many carbon credits because they're so cheap that they look like they're being the most environmentally friendly company, which is bull like. So gigawatt stablecoins bridging the gap between traditional and digital finance. I have down a gigawatt stablecoin offset carbon emissions from the start. The more it's used, the more it decreases carbon emissions. Censorship resistant and no bad actors messing with it. That's what I took notes on that one. Gigawatt coin, renewable energy credits, carbon offsets, green bonds, physical energy infrastructure, basket of select fiat assets. Regulatory compliance. They're all about compliance as well to make sure everything complies and it's not going to cause any problems. This is Michael Sutton. I just showed Michael Sutton. He was doing a talk there as well. Scalability from theory. He was talking about DAG Night, Block DAG, all that kind of stuff. It was his first talk doing in public and in English, as far as I know, or out of the country. He was saying so. He was a bit nervous, but he still got up and did it. And then we had Shoy. Shoy is really good at public talking. He added in a bit of comedy, a bit of points. He was a salesman, a proper salesman. He was very good. And he went on about the benefits of Caspay. Didn't go into technical details, just explained the basics, and it was really good. This is Siam Kid. So he's on YouTube. I do follow him. So basically, he went through a lot of charts. He still reckons that the bull run is going to happen at the end of next year. He had to rush through his charts. But this was the guy that was saying that if Caspa is going to be adopted, it needs to be simple everywhere. It needs to be people want it simple. They don't like change, kind of. So they want it, people just want to be able to touch their card and buy their stuff. So if Casper can be implemented that way, it'll be a big success. All that NFC touch card thing, when that came out, it was all over the world after a year and a half. Like so, if Casper gets adopted and like people like Caspay can build on it and get that technology, make it easier and easier to pay for stuff. I mean, Casper is there. Like I was there, I got in there at 2. All these people were talking about what they want to build on Caspa. Started at 3 o'clock and it was still going on at 7 o'clock, and they had to cut it short. That's 4 or 5 hours of people talking about what they can do on Caspa. Like it was crazy, amazing. I felt like I was part of witnessing something special. What else I got out of the night was as well as I got some contacts. So Claudio from Caspay, I'm gonna have him on to talk about Caspay. I was talking to Luke, the Australian ambassador, so him and Shoy will be on for coming on as well when they get time. I just have to contact them and ask them when it's good for them. So that was great, you know. I can't remember. I think maybe Yoshi from Casper Japan as well. I think I spoke to him and he'd come on anytime as well. So it was very fruitful. It was great being there. Like got some contacts and that kind of thing, and really enjoyed it. And I felt like I was part of something special, like I said. I was also talking to Bitcoin Hoodie, and I can see I was watching his videos. There's a lot more negative comments about Caspa. People are getting fed up. Like I mean, I know it's running 16, 17 cent for months, but I actually witnessed Choi saying this is in the bar downstairs that this is why he doesn't care about tier one exchanges. When it happens because there's going to be so much adoption for Caspa. It's crazy. Like I spent there, like I said, 5 hours sitting there listening to everybody and everything that's going to be built on Caspa. So it's super exciting, and like people can't ignore this. It's going to be listed eventually. But like more people that study Caspa, they're probably like myself. I'm heading more towards just cashing out what I need to not have a mortgage and not have loans and then just leave the rest run. Um, yeah, because like I mean, there's probably going to be another financial crash, coming as well after the bull run. 2026, I'm kind of hearing stories, so you don't want to have all your money in fiat anyway. Like you want to have it in something like, Caspa, if not Caspa, Bitcoin. But I'll be having mine in Caspa, like to be protected, kind of. But yeah, you just have to be patient and just stop looking at the chart all the time. I guarantee the people that are panicking are looking at the chart every day. I was like that. I used to get up in the morning, look at the chart. I'd look at it throughout the day. I'd look at it before I went to bed, and it just really got on your nerves. And now, like, I don't know why. Maybe I don't have time. I'm doing the YouTube and I'm busy, but I don't even look at the chart. I'd say maybe once a day, if that, or once every 2 days, and I'm a lot better for it. I'm not getting stressed out, and I know it's gonna do good. It's gonna get there eventually. So you just have to have patience and stop looking at the chart because it's not good for you. And that's all I wanted to say. So I hope you liked the video. If you found it helpful, give me a like, give me a subscribe, and I'll keep you up to date with all the news as I hear it. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you again.